Good evening, Professor Daniels and my fellow classmates. The solution to the skyrocketing healthcare cost in the United States is within our grasp only if we can act now. Mr. Bob James is a very health-conscious individual that took seriously his health situation. He knew of all his medications, he knew of all his diseases and diagnoses, and he could tell you of this anytime you ask him. But he was on vacation to Florida and died suddenly. He died because he was far away from his city of residence, and his primary care physician was not nearby to provide the critical information that was needed to save his life on this day. This is just one story, and there are numerous like this that I can tell. My name is Osadibe Obata. I'm a registered health information technologist with over 3 years of experience and several seminars and conferences on this particular subject and the importance of this subject. I'm here to talk to you about this today, to encourage you, to make you see the critical nature and how this can reduce healthcare costs and how it can provide a better health outcome for our patients. This is just one story, like I said, from numerous number of stories I can relate with you this evening. So many times patients go into hospitals that are new to their regular places of treatment or care, and laboratory tests, diagnosis, x-rays, MRIs, CT scans are done all over again, or rather duplicated, because these new healthcare providers have to find the right data to enable them provide appropriate care for this patient. But several times this will be done over and over again depending on where they are, and this is leading to partly to the skyrocketing healthcare cost in the United States. The solution to this is a National Health Information Network system. A National Health Information Network system is a database or a network of networks that would provide information seamlessly to healthcare providers across the nation or even anywhere in the world. Information, like I said, that are critical or important or vital to saving a life, like the life of Mr. Bob James that I narrated to you at the beginning of my speech. It is a well-known fact that several errors have occurred and several people have died from these errors because the critical data was not available at the time they were needed, and other tests had to be run in order to ensure that a patient's life is saved. A National Health Information Network would ensure that all these problems are not encountered. It will ensure that information that is needed can be shared with physicians all over. Laboratory information that are needed can be seen by any physician in any part of the world to ensure proper treatment, proper outcome. A National Health Information Network can also ensure the security and confidentiality of patient information. It can ensure that the outcome of patient is better because the number of errors can be reduced if the data that is needed, that is already available, can be used by other healthcare providers. A National Health Information Network ensures the appropriate treatment and the appropriate outcome of care when and wherever it's needed. And this is why it is really critical, and this is why a reduction in our healthcare cost would impact the economy in general. It will impact the economy in general because the inflationary cost of healthcare has far exceeded other areas of the economy. I call on you this evening to take this seriously and contact your congressmen and senators. appeal with them and show them the importance of what we are facing and the critical nature of this. I have shown you from my speech today that if we can handle this now, if we can act now, our children and grandchildren will thank us for this action we have taken today. I call on everyone here this evening to be part of a positive change. We can be part of a positive change because this will obviously or very much impact the entire economy and make sure that we do not run a deficit because of healthcare, skyrocketing healthcare costs. It is imperative that we send emails, call our senators and congressmen, speak to them if we can, ensure that we make them see the importance, and the importance cannot be overemphasized. I look forward to the day when we can all look back and pat ourselves on the back to say that yes, we did this. We did this to help the nation. We did this to help people like Mr. Bob James that I shared his story with you here this evening. We did this to help several people around the world. We did this for freedom, because when you're free, if you know that when you're on vacation or you travel around the world, you can ensure that you get the appropriate care you need at any time. You'll be free to do whatever you want to do and go wherever you want to go to. Physicians all over the world would appreciate this because it will help them do their jobs better. It pains them when they try to save a life and they don't have the right information or the critical data needed to do their job. They would look back today and be happy that a group of us here this evening took action. We acted when the time was necessary, when the time was critical. We acted to bring about change. We acted to bring about positive change. We acted to reduce the skyrocketing healthcare costs in the United States. And we acted to ensure that the general economy as a whole remains healthy and continue to grow. I personally believe that a good and restricted healthcare environment would ensure a more healthier economy and will bring about the change that I'm here to talk to you about today. Thank you very much for your time. I look forward to all the phone calls, and feel free to contact me with any information or any data you might need to encourage your congressmen and your senators to act now. Let us act now. It is already in process. President Bush in 2004 started this process. He knew the importance of this, and every healthcare professional across the country knows the importance of a national healthcare network. Thank you very much for your time, and good night.